Hi everyone, welcome back to my channel and thank you so much for joining me this week. So this week I'm going to be looking at some of the new features on Notebook LM. They continue to keep improving this tool, but I'm going to be exploring the concept of digital humanism using Notebook LM and some of the new tools. So if you're interested in having a look at what is digital humanism, and also at the same time looking at some of the new features on Notebook LM, then please keep on watching. Okay, so here I am in my notebook and I've got my VPN on because I've got to turn my VPN on in Hong Kong, and I've got this paper on digital humanism that I found, and it's a concept that I've been exploring because I want to start talking about it in my workshops and the importance of digital humanism. And we're going to use Notebook LM to unpack some of the main ideas so that we can just see the key ideas, and then also unpack some of the new tools that new Notebook LM has to offer. Okay, so I've uploaded this paper, Digital Humanism on Digitalization and Artificial Intelligence. And then once I put the source, it gives me this little summary here. So I'm just going to read the summary out. The text likely excerpts from a book, Digital Humanism, explores the profound, multifaceted impacts of digital transformation and AI on society, politics, and the economy. It discusses the co-evolution of man and machine. I love that. Highlighting how AI systems, particularly large language models, function as general purpose technology with immense economic potential, despite requiring vast resources and exhibiting limitations like black box processing and inherent biases. So we've talked about the vast resources in my last video, all the electricity that is needed when we're using any AI tool, or the water, or the data centers that have to be built to be able to allow these AI tools to be able to function. But, you know, we also have been talking about the AI biases, the inherent biases as well, and the limitations like the black box, where top scientists don't really know how to trace an output and how a large language model creates a particular output, because there are just millions and billions of different parameters. So that's what they call the black box, that unknown part of how an AI tool generates an output. And so what is actually digital humanism? Well, I started off, you can see, I started off by saying I want to give a keynote, starting off with this idea. Can you give me an idea of what I should include on the slides? Maybe 3 slides. So this is great suggestions. I've cross-checked it as well with the original paper. So here there's an image suggesting a visual illustrating complex interconnected digital infrastructure. So perhaps some clashing with images of human rights and privacy symbols. Okay. And the bullet points here that I'm going to have is IT as the operating system. So IT and its artifacts act as the operating system of our society. This complex socioeconomic process called digital transformation affects every aspect of our life. Then we talk about power and disruption. Okay, another bullet point might be the system is failing. Despite its potential, the system is failing due to serious concerns, including the monopolization of the web, the rise of extremism, orchestrated by social media, the loss of privacy, and the spread of digital surveillance. Okay, so what actually is digital humanism? That's on the second slide, and it's about putting humanity back in control. So the bullet point is defining the approach. Digital humanism is an approach that describes, analyzes, and most importantly, influences the complex interplay of technology and humankind. And then the second bullet point I'd put is the core goal. The goal is to steer the development towards a better, sustainable society and life, fully respecting universal human rights. And then the third point is foundational philosophy. It's rooted in the tradition of humanism, which is a philosophical idea with theories and the Enlightenment. asserting that people are free and responsible agents. It emphasizes the importance of rational and critical thinking. And then the fourth bullet point is rejecting the idea of determinism. Digital humanism rejects the notion that the technological progress follows a technical or economic determinism. So it also rejects both the mechanistic paradigm, man is not a machine, and the animistic paradigm, machines are not humans, critiquing the anthropomorphic view of AI. And so the key message is so digital humanism is a holistic and proactive approach that focuses on the integration of technology and social innovation. So it's given me some other slide ideas here, Notebook LM on what I should include. So I'm going to have to really carefully look at that and craft my keynote. But I think it's a really important idea. Now, I actually haven't used the slide deck. That's new since the last time that I looked at this. And also the infographic is new. So let me explore these two. And then I'm going to also come over here to explore. There's a new tab here. You can search the web, okay, or pick up some files from your drive. There's fast research and there's also deep research. So we can now actually use the deep research tool and search the World Wide Web for more information on digital humanism. So now Notebook LM allows us to do that web search and we can look at different sources to really support the ideas and the learning for our students. So let me just go to slide deck here. So what have we got here? Detailed deck, yep, or presenter slides. Okay, let's go to presenter slides. And then English, let's see what other languages it offers. Oh, okay, there's quite a lot of languages here. I'm quite happy about this. Okay, fantastic. Okay, and then length, short, default, long. Let's keep it. And then describe the slide deck that you want to create. Add a high-level outline and guide the audience style and focus. Create a deck for beginners using bold, playful style with a focus on step-by-step. Okay, let's just go with like the actual default. So I'm going to generate this. Now, I'm not sure how long this is going to take because I know that when we're generating a podcast, which is the audio overview, that actually takes quite a while. So I'm going to just let that run just for a minute. And if I see that it's going to actually take quite a few minutes, I'll hit the pause button and then we can come back and actually look at the results. So I'm just not wasting your time. So, okay, see you in a bit. Okay, I'm back. It's been a few minutes and it still hasn't generated, but I thought in the meantime, why don't I try and simultaneously generate an infographic as well? Yes, and it can. Great. So that I'm actually trying to generate an infographic based on digital humanism, and then it's creating the slide deck. I'm not going to try and overload it by doing the deep research now, but I am going to do some deep research in a moment. So let me just hit the pause button again and I'll be back. Okay, I'm back and I can see that the infographic looks like it's ready. That probably took about 5 minutes. The slide deck's taking a little bit longer. We're up to about maybe 10 minutes with the slide deck, but that's still generating. So reclaiming our technological future. Let's have a look. Okay, this is the infographic. It's just loading now. Okay, it's taking a little while to load, probably because I've got so. Oh, wow, this is so good. Oh my goodness. I'm going to share this in the actual. Wow, I'm speechless. Digital humanism, reclaiming our technological future. And you've got on one side, the system is failing. A few giants control the web. Okay, now you can see that the words are not quite perfect. I know Nana Banana was released pro version, and that's going to be a lot better in terms of word generation. But you know, this is still not bad. Shift in global market power. I could actually put this back into Nano Banana and get it to correct all the words. So here we've got 2011, Exxon, Apple, and then here 2024, it's NVIDIA. Democracy under threat, fake news, wow, the perils of automation, But then on the other side, this is what I love, the solution, a call for digital humanism. What is it? It's an approach to shape technology in line with human values, rights, and democratic principles. The core principles for a better digital future. And based on the Vienna Manifesto, so I have read the document, we must act to create a more just and sustainable society. And here are the key areas for action: establish effective regulation to ensure transparency, fairness, and accountability, promote new educational curricula, combining technology with humanities and society and social sciences. I would say all subject areas. Actually, all of technology, including AI tools, should just be embedded as part of the learning process. And then the third one, ensure humans are always responsible for decisions that affect human rights. Notebook LM, first of all, thank you for this infographic. And the second thing is, this is what digital humanism is about, and that's what I want to encourage. And I want to spread the ideas and the concept of digital humanism. Now, let's just go back and see. Okay, so if we come over here, digital humanism. Oh, I really like the slide design, and I love the picture too. From absolute nonsense to the world's operating system. Okay, I'm not going to read through everything, but artificial intelligence, the tsunami arrives. Okay, AI demonstrates spectacular capabilities, surpassing human performance in complex cognitive tasks. Okay, this is so good. This is so good. How many pages is this? I mean, I'm not going to read through every single slide, but I'm going to share the link because we can share the link if I publish it. So if I press share, you can see I could actually restrict the access or anyone with the actual link. So I'm going to share this, okay, later in the comment section below. Technology is not destiny. It is we as individuals and as a society who should determine this process. It is about us, one approach to giving us a voice and demanding equal democratic participation is digital humanism. And then digital humanism is putting people first. Wow. A manifesto, yeah, for human digital future, the power of regulation, building better systems. And then let's do it. And then, oh, is this a real website? Dighum.org. I'll have to check later. So wonderful. I think you're kind of getting the idea of what digital humanism is. Now let's just quickly, I think this video is getting too long. Let me just try and click the deep research here. What's happening? Oh, what would I like to research? Let me just put digital humanism. Okay. Oh, let me just correct that spelling. Here we go. Okay, it's going to give me some sources that I can actually choose to use or not. So let's have a look. Planning, feel free to leave. So that means it's just going to keep going and doing the deep research. It says try deep research for an in-depth report and new sources. Okay, I have a feeling this is going to take a while again. So I'm going to hit the pause button and then I'll get back to you. Or you can see it's on step 1. So it's telling you all the steps here. Okay, I'm going to hit the pause button and I'll get back. Okay, I'm back, and that was about 5 minutes. So we're having a look at the deep research here. It says deep research completed, the doctrine of digital humanism, DIGHUM, a critical framework for shaping, okay, something. So let's view it. Do I have to import it? I don't know. Let's view. Okay, we're viewing it. I think I'm going to import this, and then we can actually decide. Okay, so it's given me deep research with all of the, look at these references it's given me, including Wikipedia, British Academy. I'm just checking whether these are reliable sources. Yep, UNESCO, Ethics of Artificial Intelligence. Wow. I mean, I'm going to have a very, very careful look at these. I'm going to import. So I import these sources, I think. So I want the Vienna Manifesto, absolutely. Let's see what not to include, because I don't want to include all of these references if they're not relevant. Okay, actually all of them are relevant and they're all good sources too. Post-humanism, yeah, claiming democracy for digital infrastructures, governor. Okay, I'm going to keep them all. Yeah, I'm just going to keep them all. Okay, so hang on. I'm importing now all of these so you can see what's happening. And at the top, it's also, these are all the sources. And then I had the summary. Where did that summary go? Here we go. The digital, okay, here we go. Give me an explanation. That was another search that I had. So now it's given me these. But what happened to that summary? Oh, okay, the summary's gone because the summary was actually really good. So I don't know what's happened to the summary, but at least now I've got all these sources and it did the actual deep research. That is amazing. Okay, let's go back here to these slides. I just can't get over how beautifully designed they are. I actually still ask my human designer to design all of my slides because I think, depending on the content, you have to design the slide according to what the content is. But I'm pretty impressed with the Notebook LM generation of the slides. Okay, so that was me exploring the new Notebook LM deep research as well as the infographics and the slide deck, which I haven't done before, and that really important concept of digital humanism that we always have to look at our human values and principles and ethics when we're actually using any kind of technology. Oh, I'm so impressed with the output. I'm going to put links in the comment section below. If you've used some of these new tools on Notebook LM, these new functionalities, then, and you want to share, please feel free to put it in the comment section below. Otherwise, thank you so much for joining me this week, and I hope to see you next time. Bye.